So they didn't buy. That means that something stopped the sale. And today on the 5-Minute Sales Training, we'll take a look at one of the two key factors that stops a sale. We'll talk about cost. Hey, welcome back to another 5-Minute Sales Training. We're talking today to real estate professionals about what stops the sale. And today we're going to look at the issue of cost.
How much is it? How much?
Before we continue, please hit that like button. It takes a half a second. If you're enjoying these weekly lessons, please do. And don't forget to subscribe. You'll never miss an episode. You know, if you've followed my work at all, you know that there is a formula that I teach that shows us why people purchase and why they don't. The formula suggests that people buy when their current dissatisfaction multiplied by their future promise is greater than their cost and fear. All right, so let me break that down. The current dissatisfaction and the future promise, these are motivators.
Motivation. What is my motivation?
They propel a customer forward into a purchase decision. Now, the cost and the fear, these are inhibiting factors. They hold the customer back from making a decision. So when we look at what stops the sale, we have to begin with the first of those two issues, the issue that we call cost. The cost side of the equation accounts for things that are at least somewhat loosely measurable. Price, payment, terms, hassle, time. All of those things fall into the category of cost. Now, of course, the greatest of those costs for a home buyer is payment. Not the price, that's just a value gauge. It's the monthly commitment that presents the greatest concern.
This is your down payment, then here's your monthly, and there's your weekly.
And that's it, right?
Yup. Oh, then after your final monthly payment, there's the routine CBP or crippling balloon payment.
This is especially true in a time of higher interest rates when customers know that they would have paid significantly less had they purchased just 6 months ago or a year ago or wherever it was. So our task in order to keep the sale moving forward is to make sure that customers are not hung up on the payment. Remember, the payment is something that has always been an issue for all home buyers since the beginning of time.
Congratulations! With the 600th monthly payment, the pop-up toaster is yours.
There has never been a time when customers were perfectly happy with their payment.
Shut up and take my money!
But it's also important to understand that the payment is the enabler to something far more important, that being life improvement. We don't want to talk so much about the payment that we forget about what the payment does. Namely, the payment gets our customers into the right home.
This time, I'm gonna carry you over the threshold.
Now, all that means is that you cannot get involved in a conversation about payments before a customer determines whether or not they love the home. But wait a minute, what if the payment is too high and they can't afford it?
Oh, Edward, I'm afraid I must tell you, I shan't be able to pay you today.
Look, if you're dealing in a sales environment where you're swamped with traffic and you have more people than you know how to deal with, I get that that would be a problem. You don't want to waste your time trying to sell to somebody who can't buy. But that's not the case in most real estate environments these days. You have the time to spend with your customers. I would rather take a customer to a home and see if they love the home first and risk the fact that they may not be able to purchase it as compared to going through a detailed conversation about price where they are eliminating themselves because the payment is perceived to be too high right out of the gate even before they've seen the home. You see, what I found is that when customers love a home, they will go to great lengths to figure out how to pay for it.
Lemonade! Lemonade! Artisanal lemonade!
So this is my advice to you. Make sure that the customer loves the home before you get into any kind of payment conversation. Now look, it's not easy, but this is where true professionals prove their value. Now, if you're interested in learning more about overcoming the cost objection, as well as the entire buying formula, you might be a great fit for our 4-2 Formula Academy. This is a 3-day academy taught live where we equip home sales professionals on how to sell the way that a buyer wants to buy. If you work in home sales and you're ready to master the most proven sales strategy in the industry, you can learn more at jeffshore.com/42FA. Until next time, my friends, learn more to earn more.